Everyone, it's Miss Brenner. I hope you're all doing well and staying happy and healthy. We're going to be going over the use of Noodle tools for our Author's Purpose project. So if you go to the Mannheim Central page and you go to the area for learners, we're going to be clicking on Clever SSO. Go ahead and head to Clever. If you go to Clever, you'll start off up here. We're going to scroll down past resources added by you, past instant login applications, all the way down to other websites. And I'm expecting that in the second row, you should see this icon that says Noodle Tools. That is a little blue person above the term Noodle Tools. If you are having issues finding Noodle Tools on the page, you can click Control F and search the page for Noodle Tools. So you're going to want to click on Noodle Tools. When you first open up Noodle Tools, it's going to ask you to log in. You're going to want to log in with Google. Alrighty, so once we are into Noodle Tools, some of the different things you'll notice is that first off, you can see projects up here. You should start off in My Projects. I labeled my project Author's Purpose with my last name, Fall 2021. I would recommend that you do the same. So if we look over into the corner, there's a green button that says New Projects. Go ahead and click New Projects. You're going to be able to then add in the title. We want to be in MLA, and we can go ahead with Advanced. Since I already have my project set up, I'm going to click on my project. It's going to open up. You can see that now this top corner has changed, so that way we can add sources. And you can also see that my toolbar over on the left-hand side has also changed, so that way I can go back to my project. But right now we want to stick with our sources. So the first source that I made was for creative writing. So you have already completed your creative writing portion. So in theory, we would set something up like this. To create a source, you're going to hit New Source. Most likely, it's going to be from a website. However, you might have a print or handout, and you may have something from a database. We're not going to look at databases at this point in time. We may in the future. So let's go ahead and click Website. As you can see, here's the one for web pages. I used the one for Wiki because I used Wikipedia for the creative writing source that I created. You might also have something from a journal or a magazine. That would all be dependent upon the source that you want to create. If we look at the source that I've already created, so if you were creating a new source up in this corner, this is what would pop up next. It's going to ask for your URL from the web page, which I copied and pasted from Wikipedia, from the Wikipedia page. I then included the date when the Wikipedia page was last updated, today's date. I also included the title of the page, the website and the publishing company, and then I hit Save, which allowed me to have my sources that pop up here. Next thing we're going to want to look at is once we create our sources, so for each one of your 5 web pages, we should create a source using that New Source tab. We're then going to want to work on the information that we're pulling from those sources. So we can go into our note cards. So for my creative writing source, I then went ahead and created a note card. So my note card, if you want to open them up, you double tap them. I included the note card title, so what I was using it for. So this was to entertain, and in theory, I was talking about Fourth and Too Long. I then included my source, which was from the Wikipedia page. And then in this box, I made up a quote that I might want to use in my research writing in the future. It's from me. You could also have paraphrased or summarized information in this box. and then any personal thoughts or ideas or things that you might want to look up further in this bottom box. We're then going to save and close our information, so everything saves. You're going to want to make sure that you didn't include any symbols or numbers or icons that aren't going to fit the format. It should come up with a little exclamation point in a triangle up here for you if it's not going to be able to save what information you put in here. So just keep that in mind. Save and close. So you can see that my note card appears right up here. I color coded it. So I just made the to entertain card orange. Let's make one for to inform. So as we go up to this green icon for note cards, we go here. We can then type in this area to inform. Let's say we're doing night witches. There we go. Let's say we wanted to create a direct quote. The night witches were fighter pilots from World War II that were fighting to support their loved ones back home. So I put in whatever information I want to. I can even do spell correct. And I can include paraphrased information and my own ideas in my card. I would want to include my source. As of right now, I don't have a source listed, but you see my sources come in this drop down area, which is why we would want to make sure that we include our sources for our informative writing first, so that way we can link them. I'm not going to link one because I don't have an informative one at this moment, and I'm going to save and close my note card. So as we can see, if I go back to my note cards, there is my To Inform Night Witches card that popped up. And I'm going to color code these. I'm going to make this one blue, so that way it's easy for me to identify and make the difference between my To Entertain and my To Inform note cards. If later on I want to include and link my source, I can search for it here by typing in creative, and it'll pop up right there. Alrighty, so that is the basic information about Noodle Tools that I have to discuss with you at this moment. Go ahead, log in, try and make your sources, and I will be around to help you guys in the classroom. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.